Hello, everyone. We have all heard about the sixth sense, but do you know about the seventh sense? Let us find out from Bijoy. The next morning, the school courtyard was a chaotic blur of motion. Students pushed toward the canteen, their voices rising in a sharp, overlapping tide. Bijoy moved with the current, his eyes fixed on the pavement, until his feet stopped dead. The sensation was no longer a prickle. It was a physical weight, a sudden, invisible tugging at his sleeve that anchored him to the spot. He turned sharply to his left, away from the path to the cafeteria. Arjun jogged up behind him, breathless. "Hey, why the detour? The canteen is that way," asked Arjun. Bijoy did not speak. He pointed to the roof above the canteen entrance. A heavy terracotta pot, loosened by a stray monkey, plummeted down. It struck the concrete exactly where they would have walked seconds later, shattering into 1,000 fragments. The sound was like a gunshot. Arjun went pale, his mouth hanging open, his gaze darting from the debris to Bijoy. "How did you do that?" Arjun stammered. That afternoon, the town square was a wall of sound. Merchants shouted prices over the rhythmic thud of crates, and the air was thick with the scent of crushed spices and damp earth. Bijoy held his mother's hand, his fingers locked tight against her palm. The ambient noise of the market seemed to drop away, replaced by a high-pitched, electric hum. He felt the sensation flare behind his eyes, a blinding, silent alarm that signaled a rupture in the sequence of things. It was not a thought. It was a physical command. He gripped his mother's hand until his knuckles turned white, his breath hitching. The static intensified, a sharp, jagged pulse that warned of a coming impact. He pulled his mother to a halt, his entire body rigid. The static in his mind snapped. Without a word, Bijoy threw his weight backward, yanking his mother toward the brick wall of a nearby shop. She stumbled, her grip slipping, but he pulled again, harder. A delivery cart, its wheel axle shattered, veered wildly out of control. It smashed through the fruit stall they had occupied seconds before, sending crates and produce flying into the air. The vendors shouted, the crowd screamed, and the sound of splintering wood echoed through the square. Bijoy stood pressed against the rough brick, his heart hammering against his ribs like a trapped bird. Dust and debris settled over the ruined stall. His mother gripped his shoulders, her eyes wide, scanning the wreckage and then his face. "Bijoy, what is this?" she whispered, her voice trembling. He was a witness to the invisible threads of cause and effect, a watcher of the patterns that govern the world. That night, the house was still. Bijoy sat on the porch, his feet resting on the cool wood planks. The only sound was the distant, rhythmic whistle of a train cutting through the dark. He closed his eyes, reaching out into the void.